let's get the stream started. We got some action going on in the market right now with Dogecoin pumping off. So we're going to take a look at that, but first let's just look at the rest of the market. Quick look at stocks. They've kind of been chugging along lately. Yeah, good sort of up only since end of March. I mean, it's early April now, but I don't know, we got 5 days of up only basically. So nice to see that, and ideally that will translate into crypto as well, which we've got Bitcoin looking okay. You know, it's not dumping, which is a good thing, but basically just consolidation here. I think it's certainly a possibility to revisit this order block down here. I would be happy to take a long down there if it comes, but otherwise just sort of monitor this consolidation. We can basically put a box on it, alright, basically this is the bottom of our consolidation, top somewhere around here. So any daily closes above and below this is going to kind of be the tell for what direction we could go in from here. I do have spot exposure, but no margin positions until we get some clarity on where this is going. As far as ETH, looking a little perkier. Let's go with this ETH chart. On the 1 hour, we've got some action here. Basically challenging this resistance multiple times lately. So looking to break above that for a move up, obviously. And as far as places I'd look to get long, I am interested in like 1746-ish after this inefficiency. I like those gap type of plays. So if it were to come down, kind of wipe out all these late longs, tag there, pick me up, I'd be happy with that. Also possible it comes all the way down 1679 would be another area that I would look to long. So to lose it, regain it, enter type of play. Otherwise, if we can break above this, then certainly there could be some upside in the future. And I do lean bullish, and like I said, I have spot exposure to a lot of stuff right now, but as far as taking margin longs, like high conviction longs, this just isn't really a great spot for me to see a trade personally. Let's look at 4 hour, see potentially where do we go if we do break up from here. And actually, let's look at a daily. So we could sort of call this our range high, range low. Basically, these are the areas. So macro wise, they're high time frame that I'd be concerned about. Obviously, don't need to be paying too much attention to 900 at this stage, but it will be interesting to see if price gets capped out up here. We've got this supply along with sort of local highs. Would be a good spot to de-risk, to reassess what happens if we get up there. If we do break that, then I would look at this untested supply right here. And it's just a little consolidation, so I don't know if it would mark a local top or anything like that, but this would be somewhere I would also be looking to sort of de-risk a little bit and reassess. Outside of that, I mean, if you get above there, you're looking pretty strong. There's some resistance, there's levels in here, but I think if you do get above this, there is a chance to come and test this most recent high, or not most recent, but this previous high before we sort of started this downtrend into consolidation. So yeah, those are sort of what I'm looking at. And now we do have Dogecoin making waves right now. It looks like Elon threw some Doge logos on the Twitter page. It's got people excited. It's currently up like 21%, which has people asking, is Dogecoin going to lead an altcoin rally again? So I took a second to map this out. This was our last Dogecoin rally. It was April 12th. This is a weekly chart, so the week of April 12th, we had this pump, which continued to go higher. Eventually sold off. It wasn't a very long rally, but it was a rally. And if we plot that same week here on the ETH chart, you can see that Doge did lead the rally. Doge went first. ETH was already in its own little uptrend, but it didn't really get an impulse, big green candle until the following weeks here. Took it probably another week of consolidation, pumped a week, retraced it, and then went up to our official top around 4,800. And I mean, this is sort of hopium, but this is the candle we're looking at right now. Okay, this is a different candle than this candle. This is early to be saying that Dogecoin's about to lead an altcoin rally, but it's something interesting to look at. Certainly if this blows up, we could get a little bit of a rhyming history here. But like I said, just something fun to look at. Not really placing any bets based on this, but I did think it was interesting to see that Dogecoin has led rallies, because I also see people on Twitter talking about that tops are marked by Doge pumping. Well, maybe they have some evidence of that, but I'm not seeing it on this chart myself. I guess you could look at this pump as maybe an exit pump. That was Monday, August 9th, 21. Yeah, we still went up after that. So I'm going to call shenanigans on that whole that narrative that's getting thrown around on Twitter. I think bears are kind of grasping. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. Looks like ETH is getting a little pullback right now. Yeah. Again, this area has just been a challenge for ETH. We've been going at this since middle of March, 5 weeks probably. So certainly if we can break this, I think that would be a bit of an explosive move. Let's just look at ETH BTC to see what's going on there. You can see today we're obviously outperforming with ETH, but what's happening here? Okay, we sort of broke down, consolidating. This is what I'm talking about here. We had been using this level of support for a while. Broke below it, trying to get back above it, it seems now. Or not exactly now, kind of consolidating. It looks like maybe there will be an attempt, I should say, to get back above it. Which is always my preference for ETH to be outperforming. That's when the most money can be made in this market, is when alts are flying and Bitcoin's chilling. But we do like a healthy Bitcoin. We do like an expensive Bitcoin. Those are good things. So happy to see that. Anyways, see anything else of interest? SNX, I took a position in recently. Just where that horizontal ray comes from. That's my entry. Taking this as sort of a long-term play. I've seen some nice things coming out with Polynomial, which is a decentralized margin exchange built on synthetics. I think it's got a really nice UI. It's pretty close to the experience of using a centralized exchange, and I think we continue to get news that reminds us that relying on a centralized exchange isn't your best bet. So I do think this is the superior technology, I guess. Eventually, I think people are going to lean into decentralized exchanges more and more as they lose faith in the overlords over at the centralized exchanges. But so, anyways, nice to see a clean, it's honestly an enjoyable platform. I took some trades on it and I liked it. It doesn't have a token, so there was no way for me to sort of bet on that success other than to hope for a future airdrop and buy some synthetics. But that's on Optimism if you want to check it out. It's Polynomial. You can search them on Twitter, get the official link. And then ARB has obviously been a hot coin lately. Not doing so good right now. A lot of FUD over the weekend. I don't know if I'd even call it FUD. It's pretty much genuine shenanigans. Coins moving that shouldn't move. Proposals going to a vote that didn't matter because they already did what they wanted to do. The vote didn't mean anything. So not a good look from them, but I do think they can recover from that. This is still the number one L2. This is where all the activity is. This is where the volume is. I think there's a chance ARB can recover in terms of like the team saving face, and crypto's got the memory of a goldfish. So we go 2 weeks and price is going up. No one's thinking about that governance proposal anymore. So personally, I'm dipping my toes in here. I'm adding some more to my bags, just by osmosis because I have a V3 LP position, and this is generally where my bids are. So just as it's trading, I'm buying in these prices and I'm selling sort of on the way up. So sort of muted exposure there, but I think there is a lot of liquidity down in the 110 area. So I don't think it's going to easily fall through that. Doesn't mean it can't, but it's something I've noticed just sort of scanning the liquidity that's out there on chain. A lot of activity in here. So it would take some big sellers to push down through that. I guess that's it for the recorded part. I'm going to jump in, see what's up with the boys, what we got in there. Couple guys. All right. I'll stop here. Bye.